before I go to the meeting tonight?
No. How bad is it?
Well, I don't want to alarm you, but this is way up to 98.6.
98.6? Why, that's normal. It can't be. There must be something wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it, and there's nothing wrong with you. Now, why don't you get up and get dressed and come to the meeting with me? We need every man we can get.
Maybe I didn't leave it in long enough.
If that doesn't work, hold it over a small flame.
Are you implying that I want to be sick?
I'm not implying it, I'm saying it. You'd rather lie there and be sick than go to the meeting and cross swords with Mark Tolliver. Are you afraid of losing your job?
Now, that has nothing to do with it. Mr. Tolliver just happens to be the largest stockholder in the bank. He doesn't run it, actually. Besides, I've never even met him.
And you're really sick?
Certainly.
Erica, Saunders is going to be there.
A very aggressive young lady.
Well, you just lie there thinking of that lovely, aggressive lady who just happens to be crazy about you. And if that doesn't raise your temperature, you really are sick.
Oh, hi, son. How about a few hands of poker?
And not tonight, Dad. I got an important meeting with the Civic Betterment League.
I sure wish I had a meeting or something to go to. For all I'm doing, I might just as well be back in the ice.
Well, I'd love to take you with me, but...
Good! Then let's get going.
Well, you know I can't. Colonel Garraway said we got to keep you out of sight. You see, you're a military secret until we find out why what happened to you.
Yeah. It's vital to the free world.
Well, it's vital to you, Dad.
Well, I'd just like to see a little bit of that free world.
Oh, you will, Dad. You'll see more and more and more. But you just got to take it easy and get some rest.
Rest? I just got up from a 67-year nap. If I'm not in bed when you get back, check the icebox. I may get homesick.
Upon a time out in California, a 67-year-old man lived with his 33-year-old son. Meanwhile, up in Fairbanks, Alaska, there was this big avalanche. Get the connection? You don't.
2 days ago, there was an avalanche in Alaska. A frozen object was discovered that's been identified as your father.
After all these years.
But, Mr. Carpenter, there's something I haven't told you.
I'd like to bring the body back here.
Your father's alive.
Alive?
Whatever your father may be chronologically, physically and mentally, he hasn't aged a day since he fell in that glacier. Your father, for all intents and purposes, is 33 years old.
Not bad for 101. Don't look a day over 90.
What are you doing on the floor?
Playing with my grandson. And grandson, I hope you'll find it in your hearts to forgive the transgressions of an old man.
I thought you were too sick to go to the meeting.
Well, I'm a fast healer.
Well, hop in. I'll take you to the meeting. Oh, don't be afraid. I won't bite you.
Wouldn't much care if you did.
I guess you'd better go in. It's getting awfully late.
No, this is a lot more fun than any old meat room.
And this is the bashful boy I've been running after for the past month?
Well, it's an old carpenter strategy. Let him chase you until you catch him.
You sure had me fooled.
say the only way to get the new freeway cut off is to appoint a committee to see Mark Tolliver.
Oh, what's the use, Edwin? The Tollivers won't go along with anything that'll take money out of their pockets.
Even if it's our money.
Yeah, that's more to the point, believe me. Money it is, too.
Well, we've just got to fight them on this. We can't give in.
Right.
That's my son.
Your what?
I mean, my father. You see how confused you get me?
But giving in to him on everything is just the thing that made him this powerful.
Well,
It is not. It's because he takes what he wants.
That's right.
All right, hold it. I have an idea that we can agree on. Let's have a little refreshments while we all cool down. Ken, I'm glad you're feeling better. Hi, Erica.
Hi, Miss Carpenter.
How's it going, Dad?
Oh, fine. Erica, do you mind if I talk to Ken alone? It's family business.
Oh, fine. I'll get some coffee.
What do you mean?
Oh, how do you like yours, Ken?
Boiled over an open fire with a touch of birch bark.
Oh, you. Miss Carpenter?
Coffee in a cup.
2 regulars coming up.
Are you out of your mind? How did you get here? I mean, where did you find her?
She found me. Ain't she a dandy? She makes Lily Langtree look like a sourdough.
If Colonel Galloway finds out about this, he'll haul you off to a military prison, and he'll haul me off to Leavenworth. I'm supposed to see that nobody finds out about you.
Well, nobody has.
Yet.
Hello, Ken.
Oh, what are you dressed up for?
Oh, he's going to take a riding lesson on a horse.
A riding lesson at night?
Well, it's a Palomino horse. If he takes him out in the day, he gets sunstruck, sunburned.
Stop the foolishness, Edwin. You know, Ken, I've been thinking about that little business matter we discussed the other day. I'd like to hear more about it.
He hasn't had time to think it through. He's hasn't been well.
What's the trouble?
Oh, just a little chill.
Chill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, here comes a pretty lady with our coffee.
Yeah.
Erica, I'd like you to meet Mr.
Ken. Hi, Uncle Max.
Hi, dear. Would it be all right if we talk over that little business matter tomorrow?
I understand.
Edwin, will you please finish the meeting? My sitter gets double after midnight.
All right, folks. Let's get back to business. Erica.
That's a mighty pretty outfit.
You've seen it at least a dozen times.
I have. Well, it gets prettier every time I see it.
Point is, we're in agreement on the need for the new freeway cut off, and only Mark Tolliver stands in the way.
That's all.
So I say we should form a committee to talk to him. Now, I'm asking for volunteers. I'd volunteer myself, but you all know I haven't spoken to Mark Tolliver in 10 years. Come on now, what do you say? One volunteer?
Well, if they're all that afraid of one man, I guess I'll just have to volunteer myself.
Oh, now, hold on. Can't let you face any showdown all alone. I volunteer. Congratulations, old boy. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes?
You, Tolliver?
Mr. Tolliver to you.
My name's Carpenter. Ken Carpenter.
Oh, yeah. I heard about you at the meeting.
Boy, you really got spies everywhere.
Everywhere.
Well, then you know why I'm here.
What's gotten into you, Carpenter? Don't you like working at the bank?
Never mind about me. What about you? You going to keep obstructing that new turnoff?
Of course I am.
Okay. Then this is it. I'm giving you till sunup to get out of town.
Well, after I outlined the whole business about Tolliver and the cutoff,
And the need for someone to talk to him.
Yes.
Well, I called for volunteers. And guess who stood up?
I give up.
You.
I wasn't even there.
Well, he looked like you. And very similar to you. They thought it was you.
Oh, no.
Colonel! Good morning.
Good morning, Colonel.
Hi, Tiger. How'd you get out, Vale?
What are you talking about?
Oh, listen to Mr. Innocence. You sure take a good picture.
Grandpa.
Dad! Oh, no! Well, welcome back to the free world.
Thanks.
Take off your shirt. I'm not too sure a night in jail is good for your health.
Well, as Teddy Roosevelt said one Sunday morning, amen.
I'll take it, Dad.
Oh, thanks. Well, hi, Ken. How are you? I don't know. You tell me.
Tell him later. I want to make sure you're in shape for a long confinement.
Now, Colonel, let's don't get carried away.
You'll be carried away if you don't start living up to your end of the bargain.
Don't worry, Colonel. He'll live up to it.
Me worry? Whatever gave you that idea?
Wasn't it enough to get me in trouble with the police? Why did you have to involve Erica?
That Erica must be some girl.
Seen anything like her since the turn of the century. Got a heavy day tonight. I mean, you have. Well, I figured it's the least I could do to make up for all the trouble I caused you. Don't do me any favors. Erica Sanders is not my type. Well, if you feel that way, since she is kind of my type, could I borrow one of your suits tonight?
Not tonight, Dad. You have to stay in tonight.
That's right. Tonight and every other night. Until the Army decides otherwise. Oh, boy, what a day.
Sit down a minute, Colonel.
I gave him every test in the book.
And?
After a night in jail, a full day's activities, it was all I could do to get him into bed.
Well, how is he?
Healthy as a horse, strong as a bull, and stubborn as a mule. He never did stop asking me to let him keep that date.
Maybe you should have said yes. Then you could test his reactions under battle conditions.
Oh, forget it. And may I?
Help yourself. Do you the world of good.
I've got palpitations, a nervous tic, and 4 years until I get my pension. So please help me to keep him here.
I will.
You know, it's as much for you as it is for me. If he doesn't stay in line, the Pentagon's going to whisk him away.
Oh, he'll stay in line, Colonel.
Well, all we can do is try, eh?
Hello, Erica.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. Where's the jailbird?
Oh, I'm afraid after a night in jail, he's not too...
Shall we go?
Why are we formal tonight?
Good night, Father.
Good night. Don't you want to drive?
Supposing I said, I didn't know how.
Oh, sure.
Well, how about this? I can't drive and look at you at the same time.
The best excuse I ever heard.
Well, I guess I'll be running along. There won't be any more trouble tonight, right? Tell me there won't be any more trouble.
There won't be any more trouble.
Don't let this military bearing fool you. I'm not all that well.
Everything will be all right, Colonel.
If it kills us all.
Colonel Garraway leave?
He just...
Nice table, but I don't think it's worth a whole quarter.
Ken, nobody would dare give a maitre d' such a... Okay, Smarty. You caught me.
Would you care for a cocktail before dinner?
I'll have a margarita.
A margarita, and I'll have a shot of red eye with a beer chaser.
It does my heart good to hear a man order a man's drink.
Thanks.
When you drink it, will you let me know how it tastes?
Pardon me, sir. I don't believe we have any red eye in stock.
Straight whiskey, you darn fool.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Nope.
Now, what was that all about?
Well, I was just checking to see if there's anybody around anywhere near as dirty as you are. There ain't.
I could have told you that.
Ken, you're looking at a very confused girl. I had you all nicely pegged as a cute square. And suddenly I find myself out with a man who acts like he just stepped in from the streets of Laredo.
Let's drink to your confusion.
Oh, better let me check that. Lots of these places switch drinks. Oh, my. Oh, you lucky people. My doctors won't let me do anything. Wine, women, even fast songs.
Why don't you, move over here?
Well,
Kind of silly for us to keep straining our necks that way.
the doctors object to that.
Would you like to dance?
Sure, the heck with the doctor. I guess not. The spirit's willing, but the flesh is weak.
How about you, partner?
Oh, sure. Come on. Last one on the dance floor is a lily-livered tin horn.
You know, you must stop watching those TV westerns.
Will you excuse us?
Live, children, live.
Ken, why did you ask him to join us?
I don't know. I guess I just got a thing about old people. That old guy must be 101.
Oh, nobody's 101.
You want to bet?
Okay, boys. Now number 33.
Now you're going to see some real stepping.
Good evening. Has my... Never mind. Just what do you think you're doing? Having the time of my life?
Excuse me, sir. I believe you just dropped this. Found it in my pocket.
No, it's yours. I meant for you to have it.
Hey, young fella, come on over here. Wait till you meet this boy. He's really something. Oh, he's something, all right. He's the maniac that threatened my life. You Ken Carpenter?
Yes, sir. I reckon I am.
You're the one give my boy till sunup to get out of town?
Your boy? Yes, sir. I reckon I did.
I should have known. Dad, get out of town. If you think I'm going to stand here... Son, I'm giving you to sunup to give this boy what he asked for. Here?
Sir.
Oh, you... May I be of assistance, monsieur?
Has this man been here tonight?
Oh, yes. The last of the big spenders. He's over there with Mr. Tolliver.
There's nothing I respect more than a man who sets out to get what he wants.
Mr. Tolliver, before you do anything, let me explain. My son didn't mean any harm. You see, he has been well like this.
Dad, everything's okay.
No, please, let me handle this. I'll take care of it. You see, as I was saying, my son doesn't feel well. He had a chill. You see,
Dad, they dropped the charges and they've agreed to the cutoff.
Please. See, as I was saying, he's a good boy, Mr. Tolliver, but he hasn't been feeling... What'd you say?
Just what he said, Miss Carpenter.
Just what he said? He said, He dropped the charges?
Yeah.
He agreed to the cutoff?
Yeah.
Everything?
Everything.
Congratulations, Dad.
No, it was nothing, son.
The maitre d' gets $5. The waiter gets 15% of the bill, and if you want a special number from the orchestra leader, he gets another $5.
That makes gold mining look like a biker's game. I reckon the next time I go there, I'll have to apologize.
You mean the next time Ken goes, he'll have to apologize?
Now what am I supposed to have done? No, wait. Don't tell me. I'm late now for the lawyers.
What are you seeing a lawyer about?
Well, I believe it's customary for a man in trouble to retain legal counsel.
Forget it. You're the hero of Woodland Oaks.
Hero? Well, what did I do? Beat Tolliver to the draw?
Something like that.